What's up, everybody? It's your boy SWTOR, and oh my gosh, this is the first video that's actually just not me PvPing and yelling at people, but we actually have a real talk video for you guys today, and I say we as an I, so ignore that. But anyway, I have a video, guys, that I want to, discuss with you, and when I initially came back under the name Sepri and came out with a video about the ranked problem, that was not a really well thought out video, I'll be honest. It was terribly thought out, but I've had a lot of time in my absence to really think about what could actually, be done about ranked. And I've been catching up on a lot of podcasts. This is actually the first week I listened to Bad Feeling Podcast. I binged about, 30 episodes, something crazy like that. And Chuck, I freaking love Chuck, and Brian. They're both great guys. But Chuck is really vocal about PvP. And it was one of the episodes, it was the Bouvet on Balsavis episode, where they were talking about one of the Redditors commenting saying, let me just play the soundbite if I can find it, because I want you guys to have the full experience. So Chuck and Brian, I didn't have time to ask you for the audio, so please don't take me down for copyright. This is not my own, this is theirs. So listen to this.
Sort of equivalent to endgame ops and nightmare ops and that sort of thing, and he had a good response to my argument that that's what it is. It's like, this is like the penultimate thing that you're supposed to do when you are a PvPer.
Right, that's the top. Yeah.
And he completely disagrees with me, and he didn't. I would say that he didn't change my mind, but made me think about it in a different way. So.
All right.
Who was it? And you've got the
so I've got the
you, right?
documents right here to prove it.
Okay.
It's from Redditor Grezek.
Something like that.
He says ranked PvP was supposed to be for everyone, and the notion that it's supposed to be for the best players only is stupid and elitist.
Did he just call me stupid?
Maybe.
I think he just called me stupid.
But he says there's ratings and matchmakings, and if enough people play ranked, the high-ranked people get matched against other high-ranked players. Lower-ranked players go against other low-ranked players. So he says the elitist and the community basically turned it into where it became only for the top tier. So most servers are not populated enough for ELO to work, but some would be, especially if most everyone goes into ranked PvP instead of unranked. So the point he's trying to make is it's just a ranking. It shouldn't be this elitist thing where you need to be geared and you need to be expert, because if there's enough people playing, the matchmaking should match people like me that suck against other bad people.
Well,
okay, that was a long enough little clip from that. I agree and disagree with that on so many levels. So, for example, ranked PvP, in my opinion, is the top tier for PvP players. You guys who've known me through all my iterations of this channel, that I have only done PvP, and I've done a lot of ranked, and that is for the people who want to be competitive about PvP. And let's take another game for example. We'll go with Overwatch, because Overwatch is the game I've been playing, and they have quick play. That's for non-competitive people, or if you want to practice your current hero that you're playing and get better at it, you go into quick play, and after you've spent a ton of time in quick play, if you feel really comfortable, you go into ranked. The only difference between Overwatch and SWTOR is that there's no gear and stuff like that, but there are two different playlists for a reason. There are some people who really aren't competitive, and that's okay. That's what quick play is for. If you want to get the extra CXP, if you want to get the dailies and weeklies done, sure. Go into a regular Warzone and blow your brains out. I don't freaking care. But then you have ranked. Ranked is for competitive. That's why there are no rewards for non-competitive play. And there shouldn't be end of season rewards for non-competitive play. That's why there are rewards for the end of ranked seasons. However, I do have to agree that because of how elitist and toxic the ranked and PvP community has become, it really does take away the incentive for people to join ranked so more people can come in. I understand that the servers are really underpopulated for ranked, and that they're only underpopulated because people don't go in them. Like, I play on the Harbinger, one of the most populated servers ever right now. And if everyone on Fleet was queuing ranked most of the time, there would be no problem. It would be fantastic. However, the elitists, and I'm going through this myself, like back when I played back in season 1, and especially like the first 3 seasons, I just remember being really toxic towards new people coming in to playing ranked, and then they wouldn't play because they didn't want to go up against me and my guild, or, you know, hang or see me because they knew, oh, this player is really toxic, I just don't want to deal with this, and all that. So yes, there is a fault of the PvP community being so toxic that it doesn't, you know, they don't invite new players to come in and play ranked with them. And I think there has to be a silver lining there. I say that because if you complain that ranked is dead because we kind of made it dead by being so toxic to new players. However, we want people to play ranked, but we want people to play ranked who are going to try at it. I literally have a 2 terabyte external hard drive of every single ranked game I've played through seasons 1 and 3. And I'm gonna go off on like a little bit of a tangent because it's important. There are so many freaking throwers who just don't care, who come into ranked and don't care. And they will stuck it as soon as the match starts, so you're automatically down to man, which is basically a loss anyway, and there's no really great reporting system for that. And so if there was a way to make a great report system for ranked, I don't know if it was more of like a responsibility for the players. So like I would have no problem like recording every single game, streaming it on Twitch, archiving every single game, and then going back and sending in tickets and saying, hey, this is the player who rage quit or who was throwing the match. Here's what he's saying in chat. Here's the video. You can see it. Please take action. I feel like there needs to be more action when it comes to reporting people who throw, because that's a lot of the reason why most players, you know, stopped caring about their ranking, because someone was just going to go in and throw, and so they're like, why even bother, because the throwers were queuing. Well, maybe your counter argument was, oh, don't queue when the throwers are queuing. You don't know when they're going to queue. You just don't know, and that shouldn't stop your experience from doing ranked because you're afraid of freaking throwers. That needs to be addressed by the developers when it comes to reporting, you know, bad gameplay behavior. That is something that I think needs to be addressed by Keith and the rest of the devs, if that's a priority for them, which I hope it is. And then one of the major things that would literally fix PvP, and Chuck has said this so many freaking times, and I agree with him every time he says it, no matter what kind of way he puts it in, because I know Brian tried to like fight him a little bit on certain things, but like, you need to bring expertise back. You need to bring a threshold to the PvP community. So for example, you used to not be able to queue ranked if you didn't have full 218 expertise. Now, you can't queue until you're Valor 25. Valor 25, I can get in one day. It's not a high enough threshold for people to come in to play. And why should there be a threshold? Is because ranked is the competitive part of PvP in SWTOR. So if you want to play ranked, there should be at least a little bit of a level of competitive nature in you, right? And you should have the gear, which should have been PvP gear, like it used to be, and you should be, the Valor rank, I do believe, should be like Valor rank 50. You should be a Centurion before you can enter ranked. I would honestly put it at 60 if that was the case, but now we run into this issue that might, you know, deter players from going into ranked, because they have to spend all this time in regular war zones to level up their Valor and then go in and then get gear. That's why it's called competitive. It's you going above the rest of the community or the rest of the people who don't want to do ranked. That's why it's there. And I'm a competitive player. Like I get in and I'm doing regular war zones right now because I want to make sure I'm geared, even though there's not really a PvP gear anymore, but I want to make sure that I'm at the best spot I can be, and then I'm just going to go in ranked. I'm going to never queue regs again, because that's what I love to do in this game. That's what brought me to this game, was the ranked. Freaking love it. I used to play 8v8 ranks. I have the Deadly Contender title and everything. Like, it's freaking awesome. And then they made it 4v4 ranked, which is actually a better thing to do. I'm really glad that they did it. But I would like to see a more built and structured system around the PvP area, especially, ranked, which is really the whole purpose of this video. And then when it comes to rewards, I'm just going to touch over this like briefly. Don't make rewards that you can kind of get on the cartel market. Like the Garada Rancor, which I know isn't on the cartel market. I have it on my Scoundrel. But like there needs to be more incentive for those rewards. So like each season there should be an armor set that glows or something, like maybe like a frozen Ilum Tundra, armor set that's like all like white and blue, but you can like change the dye or whatever, but it kind of like gives off this glow and this like smoky gray essence. That would be freaking amazing. And as far as ranking systems goes, it should be something like, I'm gonna refer to Overwatch again. You have bronze, you have silver, you have gold, platinum, master, grandmaster, top 500, top 100, stuff like that. I'm not saying that we should do that, but I think we should as well, because right now the rating like you have to have a rating over 1500, and that's technically tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, yeah. But there's really nothing to distinguish a player when they go into ranked. Like, oh, if you're playing like a whole bronze team, and again, it's kind of like that's a matchmaking thing. If enough people play, the game will balance out, and you should be able to be matched with players of your skill level. And I just think more time needs to be taken when addressing ranked. I'm gonna probably do a second video about this, because this is just me glossing over and being pretty general with everything, but I really want to hit on things like the rewards and ways to incentivize players. And I get it, by bringing in CXP and component things for ranked is making people go play, but right now, when it comes to queuing, everyone's only queuing solo ranked because no guilds or anything want to do team ranked. You need to allow group ranked in solo queue, if that makes sense. Because what you could do is you could have, okay, so team ranked, you could say is for guilds or for teams. So like if you get a team of 4, you go on SWTOR.com, you put in your name, your team name, you put in your player roster, and it goes into some kind of system or database, and then that team gets to go do team ranked. And then that is, group ranked. But if you're in solo queue and want to queue up with a buddy because you want to win in solos, which I guess might defeat the purpose of solo rating, you might as well do group rating, because right now the population for team rating is even lower than solo queues. You should be able to go in and say, hey buddy, or let's go all team up and go in to solo queues. But then that's kind of like making it pre-made and going into regular 8v8s. So there might have to be some kind of remedy for that. I have no idea. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. This is my first video back. I'm really just shooting out ideas, something that I think really could help, because this channel is going to be a voice for the PvP community. I'm going to be looking at the forums all the time and just seeing what things I can glean from that. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions and comments, what you guys think about this. But guys, thank you so much for watching. You can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/SuspectorPvP. I will be streaming there every weekday after 7:30 p.m. So from like 7:30 p.m. To 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, and then on the weekends I will be streaming for about 6 hours every day, because I'm back in the game. I'm ready to go hard, I'm ready to get competitive. Marauder for days. Peace out.